Did you know that in World of Warcraft, the basic botany quest is one big reference to the Plants vs Zombies series? Hello and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs, the series where we cover some of the best Easter eggs found in video games. As always, if you think you know of a video game Easter egg that I'm yet to cover, then let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to check it out. Oh, and don't forget to leave a like on this video, and if you do, I'll send you a World's Greatest Mullets calendar. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with Riders Republic. Now, in the last episode of this series, we discovered a reference to the synchronization points seen in the Assassin's Creed games. Now, oddly, that seemed to be it when it came to references to other Ubisoft games in Riders Republic, which felt strange as Ubisoft aren't shy about shouting out their other franchises. Well, it turns out there was one more Ubisoft reference hiding in Riders Republic, and this one also references a movie. At this location on the map, you can find this. So in the basket of this BMX sits a rabbit from the Raving Rabbids series. Despite not being Ubisoft's most popular characters, the rabbits have shown up in loads of games, including Rainbow Six Siege and Watch Dogs Legion. That's not all though. The rabbit sitting in the basket is a nod to E.T. and this iconic scene in particular. Oh, and something else that I noticed when using this bike is that gravity is noticeably lower when using it. Don't get me wrong, it's not low enough to allow you to perform super mega combos, but it is definitely noticeable. Up next is zombie survival game DayZ. Now, this isn't the first time we've covered DayZ in this series, with the game's first appearance being in episode 76, where we found a tin of beans with a very strange description. Unfortunately, today's DayZ Easter egg is actually pretty sad. Near a radio tower, close to the town of Boar, you can find this. So this simple looking cross and bench is actually a tribute to DayZ fan Poison Antler. Poison Antler passed away in 2018, and this bench and cross was added to the game in memory of her. It's a really nice touch. Right, I'm going to be very honest here. I've had this Easter egg recorded for ages, but have been too nervous to share it. Now that may sound strange to some of you, as it's literally my job to share the things I find in games. The thing is, I hate talking about stuff that I know nothing about. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I record all of my own footage. If I've experienced it myself, then I can explain it better, if that makes sense. Anyway, the Easter egg in question can be found in House Flipper. One of the houses that you can buy is the Turtle House, which was once owned by a renowned martial arts master who left to set up his own dojo. Now, when you buy this house, you can find 7 secret balls, some of which are really well hidden. In the interest of time, I won't share the location of them all here, but if you did want to find them for yourself, I'll leave a link to a guide in the description. After collecting these 7 balls and placing them in this case, you can interact with it, which will cause this to happen. Now, I know this is a reference to Dragon Ball Z, and I'm guessing that the balls needed to be collected are Dragon Balls, but like I said, I know nothing about Dragon Ball Z, so I may have just made myself look like a complete idiot. I mean, if anyone could explain who this house belonged to, were those balls actually Dragon Balls, and is the time of day changing a thing in Dragon Ball Z, it would be hugely appreciated. Now, in episode 104 of the Hidden Video Game Detail series, we took our first look at unique first-person shooter, Shotgun Farmers. Shotgun Farmers is so unique because you don't need to scavenge for weapons and ammo, you just grow it. Yep, simply shooting at the floor will grow a plant which provides more ammo for your gun. Like I said, it's a unique take on the genre and one that's well worth checking out. Anyway, the Easter egg in question from Shotgun Farmers can be found on the Graveside map. You'll need to grab the chili thrower and light all of the candles in the church at once. It can take a bit of practice, but if done correctly, this will happen. So this ghost chicken is called Bok Bok. When summoned, Bok Bok will fly to the Bok Bok Memorial, which has the names of the 2017 Shotgun Farmers World Champions written on it. Completing the Easter egg will unlock the Long Live Bok Bok hat so that you can show everyone that you are really good at lighting candles. Right, let's end today's video with the Eggcellent Goat Simulator 3. Now, in the last episode of this series, we found potentially the greatest It Easter egg I've ever seen. Well, the first Easter egg of today's video also references a well-known movie. At various different locations, you can find a poster for a movie called Where the Heck is Steve? If you head to this location on the map, you can find a secret videotape. To find out what's on the tape, you'll need to take it to the cinema.
I don't have any food.
Meet Steve, a playful little fish on his way of becoming sushi.
So if this wasn't already obvious, Where the Heck is Steve is a reference to Finding Nemo, though Where the Heck is Steve definitely has a much darker ending. The final Easter egg for today's video is a 2-in-1. At this location on the map, you can find this. Now, I know that I said I know nothing about Dragon Ball Z, but even I know that this chap trying to pull the sword from the stone is a reference to Goku, or at least it better be. Of course, the sword in the stone is a reference to the legend of King Arthur, an Easter egg that has become increasingly popular over the past few months, with games like Horizon Forbidden West and Grounded referencing the tale. With enough patience, you are able to pull the sword from the stone, but I couldn't work out how to actually attack with it, so for now, it's just a really large chew toy. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is super appreciated. If you are a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in video games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.